Charles. So nice to see you.
Hey, Angela, great to see you again. Okay, so for our video this week, what we thought we would be starting is to talk about some of the leadership styles that are important. So over the course of the next few videos, we're going to talk and we're going to explore 4 leadership competencies that are strongly tied to emotional intelligence and competencies that you and I think are really important for leaders to have in order to succeed in their environment.
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you get the first pick. Which one of the 4 do you want to talk first?
Well, I like authenticity, so let's start there. So much juicy content for us to work with. So authentic or authenticity, as the leadership competency suggests, really has the leader acting as a role model who's moral and, subscribes to fair behavior, and they're transparent, right, in their approach. And that earns them trust from their team. They usually have a healthy dose of self-regard as well as reality testing to make sure they stay grounded and open. And so I'm thinking, Charles, what questions do you think are most often asked about this one?
Well, I think what people are curious about, at least what, the question that comes to my mind is, why do we struggle with this? Why is it so difficult sometimes to show up as we really are in the workplace?
Yeah, it's a good one. And I think one possible way to think about it is to poke around a person's self-regard, what they believe in themselves and what you believe in yourself. And if you're living according to your own values and not allowing your self-doubt to make you act like who you think you should be as a leader, as opposed to embracing your own, personal uniqueness, which of course we all have. And I believe authenticity helps you be brave because it comes from truth. And when it's truth, then there's less fear. And with less fear, you become more courageous. And that leads to more vulnerability. And I think, Charles, really that's gold because people know that. And when they understand that about you, that's about connection. And let's face it, everyone wants connection. As Simon Sinek says, we seek belonging, right? And this, I think, is the best way that you can translate your vision and your clear sense of your cause that will help people follow you and ultimately help your organization. Okay, so now it's my turn. I get to ask you the question.
Okay.
So why do you think authenticity is so highly coveted and desirable in leaders?
Well, 2 reasons come to mind for me. The first one is, a bit like you were talking about when you were mentioning, creating connection and trust. I think that's the reason that you wanna be authentic, because once you have connection and you have trust, then it allows the leader to have so much more influence and to be able to inspire their teams like in so many different ways. And once you can inspire people, then you can reach high level of team engagement, and high level of team engagement really carries a team to more productivity and more creativity. Then the second reason I think it's important, it's more on the personal side for a leader. I think it can be like quite liberating to be yourself at work. If you have to go in every day and have to put on this different persona, it can be quite exhausting. And I think in the long run, nobody wins, because either people are going to figure out that, that personality that you're showing is not you,
Mm.
or you're going to burn yourself out, trying to be somebody that you're not.
Yeah, yes, well said, well said. And ultimately, we believe that authentic leaders, they really need to be able to lead with both with their hearts and with their minds.
Definitely.
And so that's all the time we have today, but we promise we won't forget the other 3 competencies, which are insight, innovation, and coaching.
Yeah, we'll get to tackle another one in next week's video. In the meantime, if you like what you see, you like what you hear, don't forget to subscribe to our LinkedIn channel to make sure that you don't miss out on the next one. Well, thank you, Angela. Thanks for your time.
Thank you.